Hello, YouTube world. My name is Anthony Long. Welcome back to the Bluegrass Picker channel. You came back. Why would you ever come back? I don't get it. But I'm sure glad you did. Metallica 1. I just know the beginning. Hey, what's up, Harry? Hey, Carter. Might as well stick with the... I forget the rest. I just know the beginnings and that's it. How's it going, Tom Cruise? Hey, Misha. How's everybody's Mother's Day going? I live too far away. I'm going to give her a call here in a minute. Let her get out of church and eat. Let my dad spoil her a little bit. Little Smashing Pumpkins. Something I don't play very often. Thanks for people that joining. I appreciate it. Thought maybe people had some good garage sale finds this weekend. It was rainy today, so I mean it was storming, so none for us. I'm sure there's a few, but it's people just put their stuff in their garage and they usually don't have much out. I just should share this to my Facebook. Swing on by. I wish I could sing like Robert Plant. Little bluegrass for you. I scared off most of the people. Thanks for everybody that came in for a minute. Free bird. That's one of those things too. Leonard Skinner's tough. They're hard to play. Yeah. Hush your mouth. Well, that's all that matters, Harry. You're here. That was fun. Your lives are just a lot of fun. Last night it was almost 3 hours, I think it was. I had to stop the other night when I went on with you, and you went on for another hour or two. It's rainy and just terrible out today, so not much to do. Look at this, what I found at a garage sale. There was a citywide garage sale. This is I think it's brass ends and copper tubing, and it's probably can't see it, made in England. But this was I think it's a fox hunting horn, one of those things. I think I looked it up and that's what it said. It sure doesn't make a noise anymore. But this was $1. I know in my antique booth it'll sell for probably 20, 25 bucks. Cause that's just kind of, it's just cool, like decor, let alone copper. Shoot, it's probably worth more than scrap. Not a bad find, but I didn't find a lot. I've had bad luck when it comes to garage sales this year. I don't know. I've got well, I could do something. I got this at a garage sale last couple weeks ago, at least. It's a 1993 factory set of upper deck sealed, and this goes for about 100 to 125 on eBay. I bought it for $100, just because there's a good chance there's a Derek Jeter in here, and it says here, look for the gold enhanced foil set. Well, 1 out of 15 randomly is gold, and if you get a Derek Jeter rookie gold, it's worth some really good money, especially if it's factory sealed. It could be mint, and you could turn that one in for pretty good money. So I want to open this up sometime. I can do it now, I guess, but I doubt people in this chat really care too much about it. As soon as you leave the house. Yeah, decoration piece. I mean, it's cool looking. Made in England. I don't know how old it is, but it's probably 50-something years old. Yeah, for $1. It's funny when you go to these garage sales, they had that for $1, but then they have like tools that are like you can buy for the same price, and they're all beat up and stuff for $50. I'm like, it's just funny what people value. Yeah, I never plan these either. I just go on. Yeah, I saw you went live on Instagram and I missed it, and so I was wondering what you got. You want to do a live Derek Jeter hunt? I guess I could do that and change the name of it too, and people might watch it over. Yeah, why not? Live Derek Jeter hunt, because 1 out of 15 is gold, and the regular one. And that's another thing I know, that like there's a Mike Piazza rookie and somebody else. I can pretty much get my money back on those two and keep the Derek Jeter, and that's why I bought it, because you just don't find these very often. And I probably should have talked him down, but it was one of those deals where a lady was selling it for someone else, and he had it priced at like, it goes for 250 on eBay, even though it's listed for 250. You know how that goes. Taking the value down a lot by just opening it. But hey, I was going to anyway. Derek Jeter hunt. 1 out of 15, supposedly. I love the smell too. Yeah, fresh. It's numbered like 400 something. Pack in here tight. How do you get it out? Take a few. Let's see, number 135, 91. So that's the beginning. Almost. Oh, come on. I think it's 490 something. Let's see. Ooh, I think it's right here. Edgar Martinez, Gary Sheffield. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Where are you? I should look it up on. $1993 Upper Deck Derek Jeter number. 449. 449. Close. I said 490. It looks like they're different colors. Oh! It's the gold one. Holy crap. No way. Wow. And it looks mint. Let me get the. Wow. That's going to PSA. No kidding. That gold on the bottom. No kidding. Well, that looks like that corner's dinged a little bit. Looks like it'll only be a 9, but hey, still 9. Goes for like $600 or $700, I think. If it's graded. Nice. Well, that panned out good for $100. Protect it. And I always put a plastic sleeve around it just in case anything. Wow, I'm really surprised. I was just, I really didn't expect it. These things are super handy. I use it for a lot of different things. So that means I have 2. I have the I also have the SP foil upper deck, which is just as rare, if not more rare. It's about the same as the gold. That's crazy. I got this in a $100 auction on Kathy's Corner. I saw she was putting through cards. Like she's just selling them, and I saw it go by. I'm like, "Was that Derek Jeter rookie?" And she never said anything. So she just went on, and I think it was like 100, maybe 135, somewhere around there. Man, it looks like it's in perfect shape. So they'll probably both get 9s, which, wow, that's a good haul. Huh, lucky. I do get lucky sometimes. Put these back. Wow. Bang, bang, as Harry would say. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Because I waited for the right time to do it. Wow. Here's another one that I got in an auction, and she has good auctions. It's Julia Morris. I forget her new name. She changed her name, but this is a John Deere hat. It's got the old logo, but I think it's newer because it's got that tag on it. But it's that old logo, and it's K Products. You can see it, but new with tags, never been worn. It looks cool. And if it doesn't sell here, it'll sell in another country. Those other countries buy up our stuff, especially on hats. And she had this one too, which I thought was kind of neat. Ferrari hat, Puma Ferrari hat. I mean, I don't know who number 7 is, but I think it's a NASCAR guy that had the Ferrari. I have to look that one up. Nothing too special, but pretty cool. Someone out there wants it because Ferrari stuff, people love the really weird stuff. Mark Martin hat. I don't know if that's worth anything. Pittsburgh Pirates. All-Star Game one. And then she had a bunch of pins that came on a San Francisco Giant hat, which this hat's kind of beat up because of all the pins. But I've already sold, and the reason I bought the whole lot because I didn't even see the other hats. I just saw these pins. This is from the 1984 All-Star Game. This one has a little dent in it there, you can see. So I'll probably just throw it in as a bonus. But I sold 3 of these for $40 one day, and so I should be able to get at least 10 out of that. And then she had a bunch of other pins, Willie Mays, a bunch of San Francisco Giant pins, Gaylord Perry. A lot of these to sell for about $10, and it's one of those good ones too where someone will buy one. 1989 championship. And I just go in there and say, hey, I got other pins for sale, and they'll go in and buy a couple more. And that Julie's Heart, yes, thanks, Tom Cruise. And so I knew it was worth, with that, especially that John Deere hat, I should get at least $20, $25 out of that, if not 40. Hey, David, how's it going? Appreciate you for swinging by. Oh, well, thanks, Tom. I'll have to look it up, but I think it's around $600. But it's one of those two. Like if you know a lot about cards, these are about the only 2 cards worth a lot of money in the 90s. There just weren't very many good ones. So grade those. I might hang on to those for a while because they're just going to go up. Hey, how's it going, Kenneth? It's been a minute. Straight to the sleeve, yes. Bang, bang, yeah. When I saw some of them were colored in there, I was like, ooh, they might be. That was fun. Got lucky on there. It was worth $100 now. Even if it would have been the straight regular one that's the silver on the bottom, it's still worth about $100. So they would have paid for it. But 1 out of 15 in the factory set is, I think you had to buy it through the factory set. And this SP foil, if it's graded a 10, I think there's only because that foil on here is really hard to stay good, and this foil is perfect. And there's one corner that's a little bit dinged, so it would get a 9 in PSA, but I think there's only 20 something PSA 10s of that card. So I mean, so it's when it comes to grading, that's the one thing you learn real quick is one card could be 10. It's not worth as much because it was a really well-made card and good stock. And so there's a lot of 10s. So that's why they have like a population report. But like on this one, it's hard to get a 10 out of. So if you get a 10 on this one, it's like a unicorn. Hey, what's up, Mike? Thanks for watching all my music videos. Appreciate you commenting and stuff. And I got a Shelly Tarbert. She asked me to look up "Losing My Religion" by REM, And so I looked that up last night, and might try to do that one. So if you have any requests, throw them in. Thanks, Harry. I'm glad you said to do that, and I didn't figure most people would want to see it, but hey, Sarcastic, appreciate you for swinging by. If anybody wants to show their yard sale finds, you can slip on in. It's a crappy day here, so all I need to do today is get some groceries. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but after going back over it and looking at it, it's a good song, and it's kind of a cool little riff. Plus, it's got the mandolin over the background in it, so I can learn the mandolin and guitar both on it. So that should be fun. I'd like to do one of these days. I'd like to do a loop where I don't know if you guys know a lot about it, but you can play the mandolin, get it on a loop, and then add the guitar in over it, and so you can play along with yourself. And I think that'd be fun to do on Losing My Religion. It'd be hard. When's Tom Cruise gonna have another auction? Some of the best auctions out there, in my opinion. They're made for resellers. I have a horde of records here that I need to sell, but they're too much fun. Savoy Brown? I don't think no, I don't know any offhand. I can look it up. I got a lot of cassettes back here. I've got like all kinds of Willie Nelson, Skid Row, a couple Princes, Backstreet Boys. I got some Metallica. I have Metallica Black and Ozzy Osbourne No More Tears listed. I've got a bunch of them. I need a list. I've listed just a couple of them, but they sell pretty good, surprisingly. I mean, almost as much as what they were brand new back then. What do I want for my cassettes? I don't know. I can put them I'll put them in my store, and you can just send me offers. I'll give you a great deal. You still can't get my eBay. My last one, yeah, it's my old eBay, and my old eBay doesn't have any anything listed in it right now. So I put my new one up in there, and it's in my. If you see my banner, if you click on the eBay icon, the banner should send you right to it, Mike. If you want to, I think you were the one asking about the vintage Grateful Dead stickers. I have a bunch of those, so send me some cheap offers, and I'll get you them cheap. They've been sitting there for a while. I've already sold a couple and probably made my money back. You ready to come in, Harry?
What's up, man?
Not much.
Oh God!
You found some great deals?
Oh, I'm exhausted. Oh yeah, I found something huge.
You don't have to show them now if you want to wait till later.
But I'm making a video on it, but it's no big deal. Here's something I showed yesterday. It's probably a waste of money. I don't think. I'll look it up, but if I sold that for scrap, it's probably worth more than $5 I paid for it. These are those old blow torches. I guess that's the soldering iron to it. So you'd smoke that and then touch that and shape it with this.
Yeah. It's got to be worth something to someone.
I comped these, and they're no big deal. This is why I warned
really.
Rule 15.
I put it in the marketplace. I bet someone out there wants it.
That particular one up. So, but the big thing I got 55 of different ones.
Original milk bottles.
Less than $1 a piece.
Oh,
these ones, these half-gallon ones go. I got a couple of these. These go for 25, 100,
nice,
75. I mean, I knew these bottles were worth something. There's one from Delaware. I think I showed that last night. From the day before. Oh yeah, I did show some of them the day before. I went back this morning and got a bunch. But I got one more thing I got to pick up tomorrow. So I'll put a video out tomorrow night or Tuesday. I'm running out of room. I got so much stuff.
Yeah, you need an antique store. That's a good idea. Like you said the other day, that your dream was to live above one and have it down below, and then rent out a bunch of spaces and have your own.
Dude, I could load it now. I could load it easily and then some. I would have inventory. Those milk bottles, I'm half tempted to go back and get another 50 of them. But I pick through what I wanted, but then I come home and start comping these things. This one went for $45 from 29 to 45. People have bought this. It's in great shape.
What is that in there? Is that salt?
Now they put that these milk bottle collectors always put, I guess it brought out the colors.
Yeah.
It's little styrofoam balls.
Yeah.
Tiny little styrofoam balls. I've seen them in old bottles, milk bottles. I don't think you see it in anything else. And then they put the old cap on top there. It's a little cardboard thing they press in. But now I probably had 30 milk bottles. Now I've got 55 more. That's more than I had when I had my collection as a kid.
Right.
It's crazy, dude.
Well, it's kind of like me with ball cards. When I knew I could sell some and pay for the whole lot, and then be able to keep some what I wanted to keep, it was hard not to buy and keep buying.
Yeah, but they're this big. I mean, these guys start taking up room and they break.
True.
Cards aren't, well, you can bend the corners and then they're done. That's pretty banging what you pulled. I said, crack that baby open, and you did. Yeah. I said, oh my God, he's doing it. So,
I'm surprised. I really am. I mean, I hoped, but
that took kneecaps. It definitely took kneecaps.
I was trying to go slow in there, but I was excited too. That was fun.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna be on that Thirsty Huckster show tonight. So I'm gonna take all this stuff off here and just put insulators everywhere. He wants me to tell him about glass insulators. He's got more of a collector crew. I'm gonna throw some of these milk bottles in here in the picture, in the scene too, because it's glass. That was my first big collections. What's that?
Is it Thirsty Huckster?
Isn't that his name? Patrick. He does that deep dive on Sunday night at 8:00.
I don't have him. I need to find him.
Tim was on his show and way back when Tim was smaller, and Tim was starting to get hot. Patrick had him on, and that's how I found it, because Tim mentioned it. And I think it's Thirsty. I destroy names because I'm illiterate. So I think that's his name. Somebody might know it in here. You'll see coming up with Harry Homestone. Let me think. Where's that son of a gun at? Somewhere I'll find him, but he's already got out with an insulator on there that he bought. That most insulators people buy are the run of the mills, so I never buy them in antique stores unless somebody definitely doesn't know what they have.
Yeah, I did that once. I bought one for $4.95, and it's worth about $3.
Yeah, there's a lot of $1 and $2 ones out there, so you got to watch it.
It was a Hemingway. Is that right?
Hemingway.
Hemingway,
But there's a ton of Hemingways out there, and there's some good ones. Just there's 5 million of the one and 5 million of the other. I think it's the 42 and 40, and they have drip points on them, and they were everywhere. And that's the ones that people are drilling holes and making, fixtures and stuff, which is good. Keep destroying them.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Other ones rarer, so.
Oh, there it is. Trusty Huckster. Thank you, David. Appreciate
That's it. Trusty Huckster. Well, I keep saying Thursday. If he finds out, he's going to say, this clown doesn't even know my name, and he's coming on my phone.
He don't care. I'm sure he doesn't.
I think everybody forgives me. I use the old, I got that old card I can flip out. Come on now, dementia, here.
Well, sometimes I think sometimes yours is actually a better version, like Mr. Goodbyes. Honestly, that's probably a better name because he does better. He's so good at buying. That's why he can sell a lot.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, the last two things I bought out, and I could have bought out that dude's garage when I got those insulators. I could have pulled, if I was full time, I would have got because he had a box of fishing reels. He had a ton of those torches, but and I'm sure he had some high end ones in there. So I could have comped a lot if I knew more, a little bit more. Then he had a box of like Zippo lighters and crap like that. So, some old bottles too.
I got a couple of these things. I kind of wondered if you knew about them. I was gonna comp them, but this is let's see, Mr. Stewart's, Mrs. Stewart's bluing. I don't know what that is. It looks like blue ink.
Probably was. They probably used it for like to describe something. They would put that on the piece of metal or something, and then they could scribe it. They're just your run-of-the-mill medicine bottles. That's all.
Yeah, that's aseptic.
Yeah, when you dig, you'll find 50 of those to one good one.
Really?
When you start hitting good old bottles, I have some, of course, right here. Oh, bang, bang. I might have to take off because I got a sale.
That's fun.
Old cool bottles. He's probably waiting for me. Stuff like this, the Ambers. This is a Philly, and this is an Esslinger's. I have this can, and that can is banging, dude. That's nice. A cone top can, but I have this bottle too, and there's trays and stuff. But these are getting better. You got embossing on them. It's conditions, chips matter and stuff like that. I pulled this out of a rafter. You should have seen the stuff I got that day. Everything was stinking free. Coming from Newark. I'm heading that way now. Okay. I got a little bit of time. Just sold a poker top thing. There's nice. Susan. But I'm telling you, old bottles is big. Conditions big. And some of them are big money, man. Old bottles of old, if they've tested, they've stayed there. Like stuff is going. Bottles, I'm blown away because I sold my collection when I was a kid to put a fence around to keep my first boxer in the yard. There's my man right there, Patrick. He's giving me the go ahead to come in tonight. Instagram. I wish he would have emailed it to me. Yeah, I'm going to put all that crap in the thing and get in there. Hopefully it works. Messes up. This computer's all set up funkily that I can just press on me because everybody uses this one, and it's an Apple, so it's different than the good old diseased ones. Those Microsoft, the ones that first time you're on, you already got two. What are they called? Viruses. You get a Trojan horse. I didn't even go to any dirty site and you're Trojan horsing me already. What's going on here? Text me when you're there. I'm 5 minutes away. Or when you're real close.
How far is Newark?
Half hour. That's where UAD is. It's a college town, so that's where it all. It's old college, so it's pretty cool. Both my daughters are there, so they did. I did well. My wife did something right. Believe me, I had nothing to do with it. Listen to your mom. Listen to your mom.
Yeah, Mother's Day is always a cool day of the year.
Yeah, we went out yesterday, had a brunch. Now they're going to go see Mamma Mia, and I'm not. So I need a nap, man. I'm exhausted. Yesterday I got up 5. Today was 6 because I wanted to get over there and pick through those old bottles. And so it's kind of like, again, as soon as your eyes open, you're thinking you're a kid again, and there's presents under the tree. Well, this basement smelled like fuel oil. It stunk. There's mice that are chewing up all the boxes. This is the perfect honey holes that I like to get in. I should wear a mask because I'm breathing some funky stuff in. I'm guarantee you. That's why, shoot, I'm 29. Look, I look like I'm 58 years old.
Yeah, you might put off people though if you put wearing a mask in their house like it's gonna kill you. They might make you pay more.
He has this house he's trying to rehab. It's a kid, pretty much, probably 23 or something. There's no windows in the basement. They're smashed out and stuff. So the elements are coming in, and
Right.
who knows what takes off out of there as soon as you open that door and walk down, them mice are probably all going whoop, 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 whoop. So who knows? Who knows?
Yeah,
But
I lived in the
just going,
country.
if they jump, it's going to freak me for a minute, but I'm not going to run out of there. I mean, because I've found them in plenty of drawers and stuff like that from cleanouts. Like I said, one time I'm looking for clothing for glass, and I'm going through a drawer, pull it open, and pull out some shirts, and
Right.
the hell's that pink rubbery thing? Get ready to touch it, and baby mice all in the drawer.
Yeah.
So,
I lived in the country. It was terrible.
Whoa, that house was infested, man. There was vines growing inside that house because that was empty probably 12 years, maybe.
Right.
You walk on the floors, they're moving with you. I love it. Oh my God, you don't know what's in there. So
that's exciting for what's in there. That's funny you said that about Christmas, because it really is like hunting for stuff because you don't know how the day's going to go. It's like, it's everything's like a mystery, and that makes it fun.
When me and Glass House get those, we had a place in Georgetown, had 3 floors, and it was loaded. And you should have seen the stuff we left. And I kept saying, let's go back, dude. Let's go back. I never seen so many DVDs in my life. He had big giant boxes just packed with DVDs, stereo equipment. We left the garage full of toys because my van was filled to the rim with all sorts of stuff. I forget what I got Star Wars, the case of Star Wars. I got He-Man stuff again. There was a ton of crap in there. Bobbleheads, box loads of bobbleheads. You should have seen the stack of football uniforms. That's where I got the Kansas City Chiefs shirt that I wore that helmet, put that on when I was trying out for the Kansas City Chiefs at that.
Yeah, that was a vintage. That was a Lynn Dawson jersey, I think, wasn't it?
Is that what that is?
I think maybe.
There was and we left tons of those there. I didn't know much about the clothing end of it. And I could have brought them back and dropped them off at like Tommy's or something. I'd said, just take them. But the Baltimore stuff, the Ravens outfits sold. And finally, most of the stuff sold. I even got a signed Ray Lewis ball, but I don't have the paperwork with it. So it's sitting over there. And I think 96, he was a big defensive player too. I got his ball. So it's crazy what the stuff these people had left behind. It was nuts.
Yeah, Ray Lewis was one of the best defensive players ever, honestly.
Yeah, well, at that time, he was, still, he's Hall of Fame now. I guess he's been out long enough.
I don't know. He almost won an MVP being a defensive player, which is really rare. He may have one. I'm not sure. But, yeah, he was ridiculous. You think that would kind of – I've seen you sell those jerseys, those Raven jerseys in your garage sales, right?
Yeah, no, I think I had them out. I've sold a couple, but I finally got rid of the rest of the bobbleheads and maybe like a Ravens clock and stuff like that. But I think I still have the team pictures and stuff. People you would think in my area would either be Baltimore or Philly, and they're more Eagles than the Ravens. But football always never has boundaries. Cowboy fans are everywhere, of course.
Yes.
And now the Chiefs win. Now there's some Chiefs fans, and with New England, there was to that. When I was older, remember when San Fran was winning, probably in my 20s.
Yeah,
maybe up like I'm 30. They're winning Super Bowls. Who's your team? Oh, San Francisco. Yeah, they just won. Yeah, but it's my team.
Yeah, just because they win. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I did find one other thing. I'll show you real quick. Probably can't even show it all here. It's too big. But I love paintings. This is a nice oil paint. Actually, it's acrylic, and it's signed by the artist. And like, this is a really good frame. And
Did you Google? Did you Google why that or anything?
I haven't yet. I'm going to, because the name's Gillette. I can read it. But she had it for $10, and I said, "Would you take 7?" She goes, "Yes." I probably could have said 2. She just wanted out of the house. But I mean, this is. I mean, this is worth who knows hundreds.
Could be.
And it's a nice painting. And I mean, the frame alone's worth $50 easily.
Yeah, that's nicely framed, matted.
Yeah.
Is that what they call them? Matted, something like that.
Yeah.
It looks good. I would. That's not.
I'm probably
glass.
just gonna.
You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I'm just probably gonna keep it though because I just like paintings. But I bet if I put that up, I bet it'd sell for $150 pretty quick.
I've sold a couple. The only ones I can't get rid of that clown art. And I was watching Kat for a second, and she was selling some of that velvet clowns. And I've got stuff. It's like a chalk painting from like 61. There's 2 of them. There was a whole stack and a clean out, and I took 2, and I can't get rid of them.
I'm surprised.
So I keep them in the furnace room back there. One's on right now, and then I've got another painting I got out of the house on. And usually those other ones, that was a print. Now that Google lens, that one, which I was calling Google Goggle to the other day, and somebody yelled at me, so I stopped. Google lens.
Tracy.
She says, "What's Google Goggle?" It sounds though, so it's Google Goggle. She's not in here to whoop on me, so. So that popped right up who that woman was, and it's a print, but I bet you it's from the 20s or 30s. It's an old, by the nails in the back of it and stuff.
Right.
It's just freaky. So
at that same place where I bought that, they had prints for $20 and $40 that were smaller than that. I'm like, but you want the one that's an actual painting? She had it for 10. I'm like, it was bigger. I'm like, all right.
I've got several in that room in there that. When I sell that one, I don't think the clown stuff's going to sell still. So sooner or later, somebody's going to say clown art, and I'm just going to say, I've got it. Come get it. So bang, bang.
Do you have it on Marketplace or?
No, it's on. I think it's still on eBay. Here's one of them right here.
You might relist it. End it and relist it.
Well, I got to put it in a smaller box, I believe. Well, here's one. This is the vault ball. So here's this one. Oh, here's one right here. So look at this. Maybe, and it's not freaky. This is, I think that's chalk. They did that with chalk. So that has her name is right there as EVA, and one of them had 1961 on it, and it's glass. So that's, come on, people, look at that. Who wouldn't want this in a kid's room?
Well, I'm sure some clown fans out there.
There's gotta be, dude. But I took 2 out of the house, and there was a whole stack of them. So who knows? One day I'll just be sitting and I'll hear that cha-ching, and one of them will sell. What I gotta do is, like you said, I gotta pop it off.
Relist it.
Get it in the skinnier box. Everybody sees that big ass box I got, and then they're freaking out.
Yeah.
Styrofoam the hell out of it and just send it, and bubble wrap.
Did you see Kat's video about how to ship paintings and stuff?
No.
It was pretty good.
I've sent two or three out. So, and I've sent one of those old glass mirrors with the painting on the top. It's like that. I don't know what that wood's called, where it's laminate wood, and it's probably from the 40s or 30s, and that didn't break. So I think I can do it. You just gotta put that styrofoam in, bubble wrap it, and that gives it that unless they're playing football with it. Have a clown tattoo. Yeah.
Grandma was a clown at one point, huh? That's interesting.
Misha loves clown.
That's pretty good.
What am I, a clown? Do I amuse you?
How do I amuse you?
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
I almost had you, you stuttering. That's a great movie.
What is so funny about me? Me and my buddy used to quote that movie over and over again.
Yeah, I do it when with guys over to work.
Yeah.
I almost had you, you stuttering. Hey, I'm gonna go and sell my stinking poker top table. Thanks for letting me pop in and brag.
Yeah. No, thanks for jumping in.
Brag about you pull a $700 card. That's pretty awesome.
I need to look that up. I think it is. It's a $700 card.
He's not going to open this stinking thing. And you took that razor blade and said, I said, oh, you're stuck with it now, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, that takes the value down a lot by breaking that factory seal, but
that's all right.
Well, thanks for joining. I appreciate it.
Hey, anytime. Have a good day, everybody. Happy Mom's Day to all you mothers out there. And I'll see everybody in the chats. Check out my videos, too.
Absolutely.
You might get mad, or you might say, this dude is like...
He doesn't know what he's doing.
What's he buying that for? Nah, I think I got an idea on definitely the old stuff, so...
Well, yeah, it's because, a lot of people, they only specialize in one thing. You actually kind of know a wide variety.
On the old stuff, I've got, like I said, I mean, you're going to give me this for 80 cents. I'm going to grab them all day long. And I comp these, and from
25 to 40.
20 up to 100 hours, these things are popping for bang bangs. I'll say I'll have a video. The thing I'm picking up tomorrow is a gem. So
nice.
I'm going to take like 40 minutes from work. I'm going to jump out of work and bang straight down 95 until I get to Haverty Grace, Maryland, and bang, I'm in a private community and she's got it sitting for me. So
I can't wait for that video.
I gotta go. Peace.
Right.
Everybody have a great day. Later.
See you
later. Bye-bye.
Later.
Okay. Leave. All right. Do that again.
Yeah, it was a killer flick. Me and my buddy watched that one a lot. I asked Harry, I think we should do a top 10 comedy movies sometime. We'll probably have that coming at some point. Well, thanks everybody for joining. I'm probably going to end it here in a few minutes, talk for a second. What time is it, David? And you're Northern Ireland, aren't you? What is it? Probably about 7 or so p.m. I love comedies, especially the dumber the better. Me and my buddy used to quote, "So I married an axe murderer" all the time. That's one of our favorites. Wayne's World is one of our favorites. My Cousin Vinny, yeah, that's a pretty good one. 750, yeah. Thanks for always coming by. I appreciate it. How you been feeling? You feeling pretty good after all that stuff you went through? My buddy got the C word last fall, and he said he still has problems with. He doesn't smell very good anymore, but he's fine. No problem's good. Yeah, comedy movies, you can't beat that. Like I bought a big lot from West Side Gary. There's a bunch of PSP games, and I didn't know there was actually movies too. And I had a Talladega Nights and something else, but Talladega Nights, it's so stupid. It's funny. Like Dumb and Dumber. That was a great one. They're so stupid that they didn't even realize a lot of things. That was the part where he's about trying not to puke when he sees his buddy going out with his girlfriend. Oh man, the Jim Carrey story is pretty interesting. His dad was a. He said his dad was the funniest guy he's ever met, and he never knew what to do. Comedy wasn't like isn't like it is now, and so what could you do with it? And so he was living in Canada, and I think it was after Vietnam. It was after a war. They decided to move to um, United States to take a safe job, and so he got a job as a accountant, and he ended up losing his job whenever he needed. Um, whenever the economy was bad, he lost his job, and so he realized that day he's like, I'd rather fail at a job I loved than fail at a job I didn't even like, and so that's what kind of drove him to be Jim Carrey. And also, his mom had like it was either dementia or Alzheimer's at the end of her life, and so he came up basically all the characters he came up with trying to um, put his mom in a good mood because she was going through so much. And so he said like all those characters were just him putting on a show for his mom, which I thought that's a good Mother's Day story. I thought it was a really cool story, and he just kept using those um, same things. Two pairs of gloves. Step Brothers, yeah, facts. That's a great one. So many activities. Why did you let us do that? Did we just become best friends? I haven't had a car in was it 7 years? Yeah, Step Brothers is a good one. I it's like my mom and my some people in my family watch like that Hallmark movies and the um, sappy romantic comedies. Those are just terrible to me. Like they're so unrealistic. They're usually more sad than they are happy anyway. Well, I better. You work in a lawnmower shop. That's right. I'm basically working at a lawnmower shop, always fixing mine. But mine's a hustler. It's a pretty good mower, so it doesn't break down much. Once a year, I just take it in and get it tuned up. Um, have the professionals do it, and it usually runs all year. Only thing that happens to me is freaking tires blowing out from running over nails because construction assholes don't pick up their shit. Drives me nuts. You wouldn't believe how many times that happens. Just nails left all over the place. Like you guys have those magnets. Pick it up. They're cheap. Started doing eBay again back in February. About 3 lots of clothing. It's been going good so far. Cool. Brandon Gillets. I guess I don't know what that is. Yeah, clothing has been pretty hot. I have. That's been. I actually just downloaded, put up some pictures of some jerseys I have that I need to put up, and I have a bunch of from Julie's Heart. One of her auctions, I got a bunch of band tees, old vintage band tees, and Harley Davidson shirts. One is an Alice Cooper shirt. It's signed, but I'm probably going to keep that one. But I need to put those up because you got to hit it when it's hot. And kids are still buying up those old vintage tees to wear. Teenagers and college kids, they like those old shirts, which I do too. Grab a plug, kid. Yeah, there's some things with a $11,000 machine. I just let them do it for like $100, 150. I think they charged me, and they fill everything up. Everything's good, so I don't mind. North Face, Denali, yeah, I bet. Yeah, the Alice Cooper. It's pretty cool autograph. It was his restaurant. There's a shirt from like his restaurant, I think, and it's got a signature on it. Who knows if it's his or not, but Why would eBay's fun. I'm a little slow on eBay right now, even though I've been posting some stuff. But I have a lot of stale inventory. I need to put up a sale or relist and list. Oh, for your flats in the field. Yeah, yeah. I usually have them. I usually have them plug it for me. But I've had a couple that it didn't last. They were so bad. I mean, get like 3 or 4 nails in one tire, and then you let them go long enough, and they just get wore down. And that's one thing about lawnmowers. If you have any yards that are on the side of a hill, you better have some good tires, or else you're going to slide down it and end up in a pond or a creek and be stuck, and you could lose a whole day, a lot of money. I had one guy one time. He had left a piece of metal, big hunk of metal, in the yard, and I ran over it, ripped out um, my blades. I lost a whole day. Started thinking about like how much money that cost me, losing a whole day, because I had to go take it in, and I was afraid it ripped out stuff underneath, but it didn't. And I was like, what? And it was one of those places where they're doing work on a house, pulling down roof, and it tore down a shed, so they had just crap everywhere. John Deere, yeah, I hate John Deere. They really made those things terrible now. Thanks, David. Appreciate you. Thanks for swinging on by. Well, I better jump off here. I got things to do today. Sit on here all day and talk to my computer here. But thanks for everybody that showed me support and swinging by and getting in the chat and talking with everybody. I appreciate that. Um, and yeah, Mike, I've got some. Tell me which ones you're interested in, so I know which. I've got quite a few stickers up there. I even have some Beatles stickers. Lots of Grateful Dead. Um, you've already seen them probably, but send me some offers. I can send you a big invoice, combine it, and make it cheap on you. I've already made my money back on it, so I mean, I'll have to have to make some money, but because they would sell, but I can do it pretty cheap. All right, thanks, y'all. Grind on, friends.